We are back again.
We are. Did that bass sound a little heavy to you,
Okay. Oh
Chase?
my gosh, I was actually like messing with my stuff. I'm like, did something go wrong on my
Yeah, that
computer?
was that was a lot. I was like, nothing's changed, and all of a sudden it's just like it's like I'm driving down the street and I'm just a dude in a little shitbox car blasting everybody.
Yeah. The JBL really kicked in there.
Yes, it did. Anyway, hello. Welcome to another week of Late to the Mic. Jason, how we doing? Who else we
What's going
got?
on, guys?
Warrior Garden, hey, how's it doing? Man, so we missed last week. Um,
Yes.
yeah,
I was sleep deprived, and Patrick was
yeah,
traveling.
yeah. And I originally, Chase and I had high aspirations for this. We were going to make it happen, and then I was really hoping he would cancel, and he was hoping I would cancel, and we canceled together. So it was perfect.
Yeah, to be honest, it was really just a call of desperation for me saying, "Hey, I've slept like 3 hours in the last 24. I'm about to black out."
I
And
was.
Patrick was like, "You know what? I'm gonna go look at Pokemon cards tomorrow. Go to
Yeah,
bed."
that's exact. I was like, I'm so glad you're the bad guy on this one, Chase, and not
So
me.
it was my fault officially.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
let's be real. I would have shown up for it, but it would have been a struggle
I
bus.
know
So,
Patrick would have been there.
well, I don't like to throw around the term, loosely, but hashtag warrior,
Well, I mean, Troy was there in person, so that could have been
Oh my,
special.
oh my God, that's true. It could have been good. Yeah, so we can dive right into that. Last week, I took Troy to a Pokemon show in Dallas, Texas. So that was an adventure, to say the least.
What started that? What started getting like, "Hey, Troy, let's go to."
Yeah, I
What
I
was it?
actually
His like little mini collecticon thing he went to locally, and he was like, "I had fun."
yeah. I started talking to. We should step back a little. Troy's made fun of me about Pokemon cards for the entire time I've known him.
Yes, it's kind of enjoyable at
Right.
the Airbnbs.
Yeah, delightful. So last October, when we had our big get together at the Airbnb, Ed, Emily, and I were opening Pokemon card packs. It was a lot of fun. We had a good time, and Troy was like tangentially like floating around us, and he opened a couple of packs, but like it kind of went from like making fun of us aggressively to like that kid who like really is into it, but like he still has to make fun of it so his friends don't think he's dumb. Which was really fun. And and then all of a sudden he goes to this local Pokemon card show, and then he's like, "Hey, I there's a Collecticon in Dallas. I'm interested. Do you want to go?" And I was like, "Sure, I'll go to a Collecticon in Dallas with you. That sounds like a lot of fun." Anyway, so that's what happened. We went to Collecticon in Dallas.
So, question: did
Yeah,
he buy anything?
he did. He did.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. You know what? We've done good so far. We've kept him reeled in. He hasn't gone like absolutely insane on buying stuff, but it's
Yeah,
funny.
you're not there with him now, though. I know for a fact he's probably on Facebook Marketplace, just like, oh,
Whatnot. No, it's
yeah.
Whatnot. Yeah. I get texts. I feel like on the hour. Hey, what do you think of this? Or was this good? All kinds of.
Oh,
I
what have you done?
Trust me. Yeah. Well, and I get a text from Lisa the other day, and it just says Troy just spent $6,000 on Pokemon cards, and that was it, no context. And I was like, oh my God, like I've ruined Troy's life. Like he has no self control. It turns out, and Lisa's gonna leave him. So I call, and it was Troy actually who texted me from her phone and was just fucking with me. But I was just like, come on, guys, like that was like yeah, it was. We'll see how it goes. As I was walking around the show with him, though, I told him it felt like I was dealing with like a person that just got into ball pythons for the first time, because he was just like looking and he's like, I want to buy this, I want to buy this, I want to buy this, I want to buy this. I'm like, you gotta have a plan, like figure things out, see what you like for all of the normal stuff we tell people. Yeah, so
Good.
fun. Yeah, so it was good. It was
I'm glad
fun.
you had so much fun.
Yeah, I had a great time. So I assume you know who Steve Aoki is.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so he did a live concert, which was incredible. It was a free concert, so I kind of expected just a couple of songs and then just be done, kind of mail it in. It was like a full on like hour long set, and
Wow.
he's famous for throwing cake at people at the end of the show. And I have a video. I'll post it on Instagram tomorrow. He straight up like caked a girl right in front of me, and I got the footage of it, and it's amazing because she's like holding the sign up. She's like, "I just turned 21 today," and that's the whole thing. Like, you eat cake for your birthday. And then like as he points at her and he's like walking up to her, she like raises her hands up as if she's like accepting Jesus Christ as her Lord and Savior. And like you can just see the satisfaction as the cake just makes impact, and just, dude, she's ruined for any man from here on out. No one will ever satisfy the way that cake did. I'm telling you right now.
That's a pretty cool experience.
Oh, dude, it was so cool. It was so cool. So yeah, it was good. It was good. It was a good time.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. It's nice getting away from the snake shows sometimes and just going to other,
It is fun to go just to other trade shows and enjoy other trade shows, just even random ones. I know talking to Robin, he does that a lot. Like, he's like, yeah, I ended up at a knife show.
Yeah.
And it's not as sophisticated. It's funny, like military shows, like knife show stuff. It is literally like a tablecloth and then the product's on there. Like, there's nothing fancy happening there.
It's like a step away from a swap meet.
But it's also funny because a lot of like the big zoo ones and serious level. I'm blanking on the name. The one we're all going to go to.
Super Zoo?
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
It makes ours kind of look like.
Absolutely. Yeah.
It's so crazy.
Yeah, it makes ours look like little shanties. Oh, for sure. All right, so you go to Show of Shows. When you go, like, is it mainly just vendors selling to patrons that are walking through?
Yeah.
Or do you have so you don't have a lot of back and forth where it's like the patrons are bringing stuff to like sell to the vendors?
It's combination of both.
Okay. Yeah, that was something I was
80-20.
80-20. Okay. As we were walking through the show, something I was pointing out to Troy that's unique or I shouldn't say unique, different than like ball pythons and like reptile shows, right? Is I don't know if it's 50-50, but I would say it's probably close to like 30-40% of the people there are selling cards to the vendors, because that's the main way that a lot of vendors get their
Okay.
And so I think it's really cool, and kind of like I'm sure it shows like part of what helped drives the crowd and really gets like the interaction and keeps the people there and hyped is so many people. It's this back and forth, right? You'll be walking by a table and there may be 10 people in front of a table and 4 or 5 of them are actively selling cards and it's not even looking to buy. And I think that helps drive the customers that want to go there, and then it helps the vendors. They feel like even if a vendor doesn't make a sale, if they buy a bunch of cards, like there were guys at the show, their tables were empty and it just had a sign saying "Buy all Pokemon cards." And I talked to one of them and he's like, "This has been a great show. I bought like $50,000 in inventory." And it's like, wow, that's like his whole.
That's interesting. Could you imagine a snake show though? People just walking around with all the ball pythons they can bring in their pockets and.
Well, we get that occasionally, right? There'll be a guy with a backpack and he's like, I got like 6 snakes in my backpack. I'm like,
well, I haven't seen that in a long time.
Yeah, man. It'll happen occasionally. You're just like, oh, okay, all right. I like the energy we're bringing to the table here, So yeah, it's cool, man. It's real cool. Yeah, it just brings a different vibe. And I know we can't do it with animals, but it would be nice if we could,
Yeah, yes and no. I mean, I think it's easier that we don't have that because, I mean, after the doc was on saying that mites can jump through static electricity now, they know. Let's not do that.
Okay, well, yes, like I guess that's what I should say is, I wish we could do stuff like that, but we can't because live animals and inventory.
It's funny. I had a bagel the other day in the facility for breakfast, and it was covered in chia seeds, but it looked like I was having a mite bagel. Like it literally, I almost took a picture of it and posted it and be like, bagels with mites.
A mite bagel. Oh my god, the best. Only at Canova, guys. Get your first. It's like, you have poppy seed bagels where you have to worry about testing positive for opioids, and then you've got the chia seed bagels where you have to worry whether or not it's a mite. Is it moving?
I know, it was funny because they were falling off though, like on my desk, and I'm like, oh no, someone's gonna be like, Chase.
Just sprinkle them over.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
the
Just
best.
don't worry. It's just chia seeds.
It's fine,
It's
guys.
fine.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Yeah.
So fun prank. Go to your friend's snake room with a box of chia seeds.
Oh my god, that is amazing. I love it. Tracy, have you had a chance? Tracy, I'm sorry, I haven't. It is actually on my list of things to do, though. I promise.
He's had too much fun just having fun lately. That's the real issue. He's smiling.
Yeah, I know. It's funny. I think maybe I've talked about the show a little bit. I've hit the threshold of I don't have enough time in the day anymore, which is fun. Because even like while I was in Dallas at the show, like we would get back to the Airbnb and I'd hop on and start working on stuff, and so I was just like, oh, I don't. This is a lot. But yeah, between Phenome, Aura, and the university, let me tell you, there is not enough hours in the day. It turns out, even though I would like it.
We're not adding any extra hobbies.
No. No. Yeah, Tracy, I am looking forward to reading it. I think anytime we see like new and unique stuff in snakes, especially disease related, I'm all about that. And maybe we can get Warren on again in the future to talk about more diseases in snakes, because I'm sure
that would be fun. I actually was just enamored the whole episode.
Dude, it's one of those things. It's so interesting, right? But at the same time, I'm just sitting there like, I can't do anything with my animals ever again. I might as well just set the building on fire. Like I don't know what to do. I'm not.
Yeah. I just we need to wand static electricity from people walking into the door.
Yeah.
No chances.
Yeah. All right. So I was at Collecticon while you were actually working, and y'all had an event this weekend, I believe.
Yeah. Yeah, we had our Patreon open house, and honestly, it was a blast. Seriously, it's like I still remember like 5 years ago how nervous we were that people were going to open like all the tubs, and what if they swap snakes, and how nervous I was.
Yeah,
the caliber of person that's there, they are not going to be that person to make that mistake. It's such a fun group of people just to spend a couple days with and have a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah.
So.
The pictures looked amazing. I saw quite a few Phenome shirts. So
You know what? I noticed it too.
Yeah, I was like, they've already invaded. This is good. I like that. A couple of people sent me pictures and they're just like Phenome in the wild, and I'm like, I like wild caught Phenomes.
I'm gonna be honest, it's a comfortable shirt.
That makes me happy.
I enjoy it.
That. Yeah, it's a sturdy shirt. It's a little thick.
I like that though. Like you didn't skimp on the quality.
Yeah. No, there was no skimping on the quality. I made the joke with them because the hoodies are also really thick, and I was like, you can tell like Minnesotans made it because it's made for like a hardy winter. They're like,
yes,
we're here in southern Canada where like it gets cold. We need like hardy clothes.
Yeah, that's like a 40-degree summer kind of t-shirt. So
it was. Oh, so yeah, man. No, that's awesome. It's one of these days I'm gonna make it down for the Patreon event. One of these days.
Yeah, let's hope
invited or not, I'm just gonna show up. Just be like, hi Justin, how are you?
I was gonna have JT Cub again, and when we were initially talked about it a few months ago, it was like, dude, you're gonna have a baby. So we didn't know what that was gonna look like up here.
Yeah.
Kind of be up in the air with having everybody at the house. So I guess we'll see potentially in January for Bob's show.
All right. Yeah. I've been pushing hard, as is tradition. So hopefully we can get them. I keep telling people like Bob's show is going to be I think we're finally getting some good shows on the East Coast. Bob's show is really good.
Yeah.
And then the Fredericksburg show, we kind of talked about it when it first happened.
Yes.
It ended up being a good show, like legitimately a good show, not just because it's close to my home. And I think they're going to try and do some stuff that's a little more unique, where they have this massive convention center and they don't want to just blow out the reptiles and just let literally anybody in, right? They try and still keep some quality control. So I think they're going to try and do like another type of convention. I don't know what that is, or schedule it at the same time as like somebody else is putting on like an oddities or thing, so that like when the people come for the snakes, they also have another show to go to or something.
Okay.
because that space is so big. Like I know last time,
Hey Patrick, there's something on your camera.
yeah, it's a fly.
Okay, well it's a great audio or a great visual right now for me. Thank you.
I'm staring. Hold on, guys. I'm sorry. Here we go. Get out of here. Go. There we go. It was slowly walking down, and I wasn't sure how long it was going to be till it actually started causing issues, and we found out. We found the number. Yeah, last time I think the week before was like an oddity show, and they had a huge crowd come through. And when they like the convention center will like poll people and ask about shows they're interested in and things like that. A lot of those people said they were interested in snakes and reptiles as well. Not surprising. And so I think they've talked about kind of doing something like that where they try and plan it on the same weekend. And instead of taking up the entire, 100,000 square feet of convention space, they take up like 70 and let the oddities have the other 30. That way you kind of can get a little both while we grow while they grow the show,
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's interesting, to say the least.
Yeah, I'm sad that I kind of fell and got hurt literally at the exact same time as that show.
Yeah, oh, that's right. You did.
Yeah, that's why I couldn't make it out. I couldn't fly out.
Oh, it's so strange.
I'd have an MRI of my ankle and everything.
How did you... So how is that actually? I mean, I feel like it's been doing better.
It's been doing better. I went up the mountain today, and like right before I called you, and I was all full of energy. I did re-roll it while I was on the mountain coming down because there's so many dry leaves right now that it literally. I mean, I might as well sled down the mountain with how slippery it is. But it's not bad. I had a brace on when it happened, so it wasn't terrible.
Yeah.
But it's good.
Okay. All right, that's good. Morphic Exotics. What's ever given you the idea that Troy can control himself? You know what? That's fair, but I did promise Troy we would have him on for episode 100, which we kind of buried the lead. That's
oh man, that's literally next week. Wow.
Yeah, that's our next show, and so yeah, I was like, well, we're gonna clearly have to have Troy on, so it's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a good time.
Yeah, dude.
It's gonna be a lot of fun, man. It's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be. It's just gonna be a good time.
We'll have to pull Molly in.
Oh my god.
Get a little bit of all the fun going on. Very off track for episode 100.
Yeah, I don't. I haven't really. Yeah, we're gonna have to figure out. We need to actually talk and see.
We need to plan something, you're saying?
But maybe just plan something a little bit, maybe. So we'll see how it goes. Sorry, guys, sending a text to Chase so that y'all don't know what's going on because I can't reach my computer.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, it's fine. Anyway, y'all get to see a little behind the scenes there. I hope that was exciting for everyone like it was for me. Yeah, so let's see what else. We got episode 100 coming up. Troy's definitely coming on. I feel like we should try and have some other people on.
Yeah.
I don't think the Ed story arc is going to work out.
I know. Yeah, I don't think that's happening.
Done every maneuver in my book, guys. I've offered so many different favors, both sexual and not. I've offered the moon, the world, and Ed just continues to be an impossible get. So who knows? We'll see what happens. I think the only way it was going to happen is if the show officially ended on episode 100.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, and I couldn't make that guarantee, so he wasn't willing to bend.
You know what? It says Charlie's going to take Ed's place. That'll be fun.
Yes, let's do that. We'll have Charlie come on and be the Ed of the show. It'll be good. It's going to be good. I'll take Ed's place. I love it.
Oh, yeah, St. Louis is this month. I wasn't even thinking about that.
Yeah, I was about to say, y'all don't been St. Louis, but are you going to try and go or?
No, just far too busy.
I know Troy was asking if I was going, and it just can't happen. It's already been too much travel already, and I might still have 2 more trips I got to take before the end of the year for Phenome stuff. So
yeah,
I'm tired. I'm tired of travel.
Makes sense.
But we'll survive somehow.
Will we?
Well, I mean, these are real first world problems. Like, I got to get on a plane and travel to faraway lands. Oh no!
Or look at Pokemon cards.
Well, that's you. Easiest. That's you. Try and not spend money on Pokemon cards while I desperately want to spend money.
No, but Fredericksburg is big on my list.
Yeah,
I want to
I
get out there.
I think like I said, it was much better than I expected, and I had some expectations, and so
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to, now that kind of the word has gotten out that it was a decent show. Uh, I'm looking forward to seeing when people show up, like how many more people show up, and if like they can, keep the same quality. And no show is perfect from day one, but I'm hoping over the next couple of years it really grows into like that's one of the premier
Yeah, that's always the thing. I
shows.
hate when people like take the value of a show from the first
Yeah,
show it has.
yeah,
Um,
yeah. And don't get me wrong, like sometimes Troy will say it, like the North Carolina show was rough. I mean, it was the venue. The venue was difficult for them to work with. The venue was not the best venue, and it just wasn't a spectacular show. But like we told people, like, give it a second chance, see if it gets better, and it didn't get better, and they just killed the show. So Troy
yeah,
and the show, they're not afraid to just kill a location if it's not working. They're not going to just beat a dead horse.
yeah,
Um, and so that's where I tried when they were going to do the show. I kept telling them, like, even if the first one's a little slow, like, I just want it to be good enough that y'all are willing to come back and try a second time. And expectations were met. So that's what's that's good. So yeah, I'll be happy, man. I mean, Bob's show, and then Fredericksburg, and then maybe one or two other shows throughout the year, and I would be very happy with that. Minimal travel, and
yeah,
oh, it'd be so nice. I'm tired. I'm tired of traveling to a bunch of shows.
yeah. I mean, I can't complain with Bob's show considering it's like 40 minutes away, and
No. Yeah, no, it's good, right? And Bob's show is nice. Like it definitely feels um like it's becoming like the ball python mecca,
yes,
which I like. I like that a lot. I like that most of the bigger breeders are there. And while I don't think Bob is intentionally pushing ball python breeders, like it just feels like that's kind of naturally happening.
yeah, yeah, of
Um,
course.
and so I think it's great. I think that depending on how things kind of continue and if there's any shifts, like that may end up being like if you want to see the newest and hottest ball python morphs, that might be where you end up going to.
Yeah. Yeah, very very well could be. And
Yeah.
I don't even drink energy drinks, but I think it's kind of cool. He's got like Monster
Oh
Energy
yeah.
there, and
Yeah.
people are loaded with swag through the whole show all weekend, and
Yes.
it's
Yeah.
good marketing. I
It
mean,
is. Yeah, I think that's great stuff. And
and I mean, like, I'm driving to the airport taking exports down to Atlanta, and I'm seeing giant reptile billboards
yeah,
everywhere. So
yeah.
kudos to him for
I think that's you know
all the
what?
advertising.
I'm gonna text Troy right now. Y'all need to have Monster your shows like Bob.
Yeah, let Monster
Make
be
me
a snake show
happy.
brand.
Okay. All right. The text has been sent, guys. If there is no Monster or energy drinks at reptile shows for AARPE, know that Troy specifically hates you. That's the only reason.
So now on Troy completely. That makes sense.
100%. I mean,
Yeah.
I sent the text message, guys. What more can I do? I've done my part. That's Please thank me for my service. Sorry, too soon. Oh my goodness. All right, what else is going on, Chase?
Well, I mean, we're missing our best and worst of the week,
Oh
but
God, yeah. What's your best and worst of the week, Chase?
I got better sleep today, but
Yeah.
I don't think I'm getting better sleep tonight. So there's my best and worst. But no, it was a solid week in the facility. First week back from paternity leave, and it was nice to be back. I missed
Okay.
being
Yeah,
I get stir crazy at the house. So
that's fair.
yeah,
All
it was
right.
it was nice to be back. I was happy.
Nice. Yeah. So best of the week. So I've talked about on the shows. I have the little micro geckos, the Williams Eye, whatever they are, the electric blue ones. Um, they've had babies a few times, but the parents kept eating the babies, and
That's
that was
unfortunate.
disappointing. So I was right before I left for Dallas. I was in the facility, and there was a little baby on the glass, and I was so excited because he looked big enough that like I don't think the adults were going to eat him. He like clearly had hidden out and survived long enough because I didn't know he was even there. And when I got home, he was laying on the log like next to the adults as if he's now part of the family. So that was my best.
Okay.
I've got more lizards because the parents either were full when this one hatched or he's just like expert level hide and seek. I don't know which one it is, but Oh my god, it's so adorable seeing like a gecko the size of like your fingernail, like slurping little gecko diet up. It's adorable. I mean,
That
it's
does
just
sound wonderful. Also, Charlie, sorry. Yes, it's official now.
wait, what?
I didn't see Charlie's original question.
Oh, that answers my question. Congrats.
You were not being
Jeez.
ignored.
You know what? You know what? Charlie acts like he didn't know. He knew. Yeah. So that's my best of the week. Worst of the week. I got really, really, really bad odds on my last clutch of the year. Like really
Oh.
bad. Like, so it was a Desert Ghost double het hypo puzzle paired to a black pastel hypo head puzzle, right? So nothing like
Okay.
nothing crazy, but still like some shots at some fun stuff.
Yeah.
I get a single puzzle or a single hypo clutch
Ow.
out of like 8 eggs, and I was just
Dang.
like, okay, no, that's fine, that's fine. It doesn't hurt at all. I mean, it's fine. Fortunately, I'd had another clutch of those, and I did get like a couple, but you're just like you get those clutches where like the odds are like skewed in the as bad as it can get side instead of as good as it can get side, and you're just like, oh, that hurts so bad. Like, what happened here?
Yeah, we cut a couple clutches this week, and it was the wrong male took both of them. Like the male we thought had no chance in siring it, just came through. Just wild.
I hate when that happens. You're just like, what just happened?
And the one was a first-time male. It was his first clutch ever, and I actually didn't want him to take this specific clutch, and he ended up doing it.
Yeah, that's I got burned by that a couple of times this season. Like, you're just kind of like, you do the fluffer male, and then all of a sudden he ends up, only locking once, but somehow takes the whole clutch, and you're just like, what is going on, dude? Like, come on.
Yeah.
So, I had a large amount of Parthos this season. So now that everything's hatched, I got to go through and do my annual stats on stuff. But I think I had 11 Partho clutches.
Really?
Yep.
That's kind of crazy.
It was a lot.
Sounds like to have Dr. Booth on again.
I know, right? Yeah, I had 11. I think it was 11 Partho clutches. And yeah, it was a smorgasbord, spread out across the board. And we started the season with like 3 right off the bat, and I was like, all right, this is gonna be a weird season. So I don't know what the deal was, but some of my ladies are like, we don't like the males that you're using apparently. So,
dude, that's crazy. Also kind of funny because I remember you at the beginning of the year be like, dude, my first clutch came out and it's Partho.
It's Partho.
So, wow, that was
yeah.
It's almost like you should have a podcast called that.
Oh, too soon, Chase. But I like the energy. This is all anecdotal, and I have no idea. There were a couple of males, we talked on the show that had some hemipene issues. I had one male that just like randomly infected hemipene and died, and then we had another one that had a prolapse, and we had to amputate it, and he ended up breeding okay the rest of the season. But I do kind of wonder if I need to really look back at the clutches that did Partho and see how many of them were from those males, and see if it literally was just those males weren't getting the job done.
Yeah.
But like, the breeding aspect was still like stimulating.
It was triggering them to build the follicles. Yeah, I've always wondered about that.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting once I start looking through the numbers, like, if there's any correlation between the males and the clutches that were Partho. But
yeah, because we've noticed sometimes if we're like in the middle of the season and like the male seems to be locking, but nothing's really going on.
Yeah,
it's interesting. Sometimes if you pop them, there's a lot of old plugs in there.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like they're blocked ducts.
Oh, dude.
So you can actually clear those.
Yeah.
And that's one thing we kind of just like, every couple months, if something's not happening, pop them.
I love jerking off snakes. That's what it feels like. It's I mean, do you ever? It's kind of funny how comfortable we get just like messing with like animal genitalia at times. You're just like, not. You know what I mean? You just talked about declogging a snake. Like, come on. Like, that is not a normal conversation for the world. You go to his Pokemon card show. What'd you do last week? Well, my snake had clogged sperm plugs, so
Yeah, but it's not. All you literally do is just pop it, and it's done.
yeah. You're not doing it right, buddy. I get tipped.
Apparently, I'm not. I clearly don't have the aura touch.
I get tipped very well. Let me tell you. No God. You know what? I'm gonna stop this joke right here because it's about to get me canceled real quick. Oh my!
Yeah, you thought Troy was bad.
Yeah, I know, right?
I do kind of want to get him a box of Pokemon cards for Christmas now.
Oh, I love that idea. That's fun.
Yeah, might have to send him a stocking with Pokemon cards on.
I like it. I like it. If you can, well, you stay at your parents' house the Thursday before Tinley. See, that's the problem. We're all gonna open a bunch of Pokemon cards again like we did this year, but you're at mom and dad's, so I don't think it's gonna work. I know. It's okay. You love your family. I get it. No. It's fine.
I know it was hard to miss Tinley this year.
Yeah, I bet it was. And
you know,
what's even worse?
Not that I care about you guys or anything, but I kind of miss you guys.
It's fine. I think what made it worse was that Abby didn't even try to have a baby.
Yeah, for real. Actually, to be honest, I was like we were walking around the block, and I was like, you know what? We're just gonna keep going. Let's just do another lap. We're just do another lap around the block. It'll be fine. And I'm just looking at my watch, like, okay, well, there's 2 miles. Come on, this has to happen.
It's funny, guys. We're in negotiations of getting Monster at the AARPE. Troy's asking questions now. So,
and if it does happen, it was all Patrick.
100%.
Congratulations, Patrick.
Yeah,
for everything.
I won't get any commission on it, but I do.
But he should,
of course. Then I'd be copying Bob. That's okay. You know what?
I have a feeling the reptile industry really loves monsters, considering how I saw. I went out, but
you like froze up right at like monsters.
No, but as I saw everyone drink them, I'm pretty sure the reptile industry like thrives on Monster. So
they did that. So Monster was at the Collecticon too. So yeah, I think. Monster knows their genre. It's humans. Humans is their target audience.
Yeah, down economy my ass. Everyone could still buy a Monster.
That's it. It might cost as much as a house did in 2009, but either way, everybody can buy one. It's
soon we're gonna get 50-year payment plans on snakes too. You know what I'm saying?
I'm at the show, and I have this person, and they're like, "Why do you think like Pokemon is like hot right now?" And I'm like, "Well, there's a lot of reasons." I said, "But like, if we're gonna be like really get down to the nuts and guts about it," I said, "There's a lot of millennials that thought they were gonna be buying houses about this time that they can't buy a house, so they're putting their money somewhere, and that nostalgia bomb's the only thing keeping them from."
But they can't afford that shiny Charizard that they had in 1997.
Dude, they cannot. They had one at the show that's gonna get auctioned off at Heritage, and they're estimating $300,000 to $400,000 for it.
Are you serious?
Yeah, for a first edition PSA 10, they're estimating $300,000 to $400,000. That was a $150,000 card 3 years ago. Yeah, like it's
wow.
And I mean, back then it was so prior to COVID, so like 2018, you could probably get them for like between $50,000 and $80,000, which is obviously a lot of money. But dude, like it absolutely just exploded from there, and yeah, it's like $300,000 to $400,000 for those.
That's wild.
Yeah, it's crazy, dude. It's crazy.
I'm ready for you to just be like, hey, we found out Pokemon's actually just been a money laundering thing. Like it's like art at this point.
It is that already. That's not a question, dude. Like the amount of cash that was being exchanged at that show, even just like when I was in Chicago, I sold well over 5 figures worth of Pokemon cards in Chicago. And homeboys literally like opened up like a little safe at their table with probably $100,000 in cash, and like I have a video of them just like counting cash and throwing it on the table. Like, yeah, you're not going to convince me there's not money laundering going on at this point.
Yeah, NFTs, Pokemon cards, it's about the same.
Yeah, it's craziness to me. So, yeah, I mean, I love it, but you can't buy you can't buy a house, so you gotta buy Pokemon cards. It turns out.
Hey, but you know what? You pulled the right ones. Apparently, you can buy a
Come on,
house
buddy.
with them.
Yeah, I know, right? I wonder what a blackhead puzzle would look like. I would have loved to know what a blackhead puzzle was going to look like, Ryan. But here we are. I'm not bitter. It's fine.
If it helps, I've also missed the odds, so
It does help a little bit.
yeah. Thanks a lot for bringing that up, Ryan.
Ryan, thank you. It's been a rough season, but it's fine. I'm not upset. Did I hit 2 white lace clown pods that are both solid white? Maybe. But it doesn't hurt.
Oh, it's a fluke. That's what I'm going with.
Well, one of them it does. So one is a super fire. That's just unfortunate. Like that. Just,
yes.
It's just unfortunate. So that one provides no evidence. You know what? I also am going with it's just a fluke. That's what I choose to believe right now because there's nothing we've seen in lace pied stuff that indicates that it's highlight. Like nothing.
Yeah.
So I'm rolling with that for now, and I'm letting my hopes, dreams, and desires really guide me on this. And I'm clearly not biased in any way, you know.
To be honest, I was super sad that special pieds were so white, like
Yeah.
so high white, because they have such unique heads and like eye coloration. They're very cool.
Yeah, I agree. It wasn't, I guess, surprising because it is in like the Bell Complex.
Yeah, I know. It's still
disappointing.
I just wanted it to be.
Yeah, I know. Even if it had like Mojave pattern, right, where at least like it had more pattern, but like, well, you know, at least there'd be something to work with. But
yeah,
it's tough. It is really tough for sure. Yeah, I'm with you on that. It's too bad. Tracy, Pokemon cards replace baseball cards in the market. So about that, Tracy, sports cards are even crazier than Pokemon is right now. It's unreal. The money that sports cards go for is absolutely ludicrous, and it is a world that normal humans can no longer play. I don't know what's going on in the world, but yeah, it's. I'm just really am hoping for another real nice pandemic. Maybe a government. I don't know.
You know, just something classy. We all get to stay home for a while.
Yeah, you know. Look, I'm not saying I want anybody to die, but I am saying I sold a lot of snakes during that time frame.
You know what's crazy during the pandemic is they actually blocked the road up the mountain. Like,
did they?
Yes, like you couldn't go hike the mountain.
Were they like afraid that you all were going to gather up there and have mass COVID orgies?
Yeah, apparently. Like,
wow.
Oh, no fresh air around here.
It is Georgia, so I guess that checks out. Yeah, that is weird, you know.
Yeah, it just seemed odd to like close trailheads and stuff for hiking.
Yeah, and that's not like a state park where there's like people that manage it or anything, right?
No.
Just open. Yeah, so I don't know. That's weird. I got nothing there.
Yeah, like, you know, what was the rules? Like 3 to 6 feet, you know,
yeah, so
space.
6 feet. Yeah, so it was like 6 feet indoors, but out like realistically outdoors, unless it was like massive gatherings. As long as you're not like on top of a person, you're gonna be okay.
Yeah, well, luckily I was like miles away from anyone, and
well, you know, it was a little close.
Yeah, but no, we can't run the risk. The squirrels might get it.
Oh, squirrels might get it. Well, you know, it did jump from bats to humans, so maybe it's gonna jump from humans.
Allegedly, yeah, that's the.
Allegedly, I'm not today, Satan. Not today.
You know what? At this point, it could have been a pangolin. Who knows?
Fair enough. Look, all I'm saying is don't eat weird animals. That's where a lot of this shit comes from. Like,
it is true. It's very odd. Yeah, you want to watch a real horror movie? Contagion.
Oh yeah.
That's a real horror movie because that's close to reality.
Yeah. Let's see. Jason Phillip. All my white lace has lesser. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, buddy. Don't worry. In about 5 to 10 years, you'll be able to get that lesser out of there.
5 to 10 years. You know, it is funny how the gene you never want to hit in other combos always hits.
It's just there. It never leaves. Well, we had that with Jaguar for the longest time, right? Like butter was just in all of our
Yes, butter was in all of it.
I actually killed the odds on one of my clutches this season where I was aiming for Jaguar DG Clown Head Hypos, and I hit only one butter animal out of like 9 eggs. Everything else was clean, and I was like,
wow.
The male is sold and retired, and he has done his job. We have purged butter. So
nice.
I say that, guys. I have a butter jaguar double het male. You should absolutely buy. It's totally worth it.
It's great.
It's very.
You too can also try and breed butter out of your jaguar.
Do you want to build a character and have great personal achievements in your life? Then I have the hatchling for you. That's you know what? That's what we should start advertising like animals with pastel and butter and stuff in them. These are character building snakes.
Build a better male today.
I'm gonna run that ad. Would you?
You should. You should. And this is coming from someone that just hit pastel with monsoon. So.
Oh, Man, I had a tough decision today, and it may not have been like the best trade I've ever made, but I traded a almost breeder size pastel Mojave Monsoon for a confusion hypoclown female. And yeah, it's unique, and it was one of those things where I don't think value wise it was a fair trade. I do think the Monsoon is technically worth more. But it had pastel, it had Mojave. I have others that were, I'm going to call clean, and that's not a fair word, but you know what I mean. Like, they didn't have pastel or Mojave. And I didn't have any of the confusion hypoclown stuff. And I was just like, this is a really cool, unique animal that I've never seen another one for sale.
Yeah.
And so, sometimes when you do trades and stuff, if you're going to do trades, that's sometimes where things can work out. You get the opportunity to pick up. It's not always necessarily just about the dollars, because sometimes there's sentimental value, and some people value. This individual I traded with, he really valued this animal, and I'm like, I like it too, but here we are. So
yeah,
but yeah, pastel's kind of rough in monsoon, man. That's a toughie.
Yeah. I'm not super thrilled to hit, but hey, we take what we can.
That's it, right? I made last season. Andre and I made an Inchy Orange Dream Mojave Lavender Het Monsoon male, and I was like, oh, it was almost perfect. If we could have just dodged the Mojave, it would have been just chef's kiss. But it's okay. It's the way it goes sometimes.
I mean, Mojave's not terrible with monsoon, but it's so hard once you get down the road where you're going to double it up or it's going to muddy something else up.
Yeah, it makes the conversation more difficult, right? Yeah. Years and years and years. Jesus, probably a decade ago. Andre's first Desert Ghost Clown stuff was a pastel DG Het Clown male, and that was a perfectly fine animal when he started. But him and I were joking at the beginning of the season. It's funny because one of the females that made the coolest animals we've ever hatched was like a great descendant of that, and it was a killer clown animal, a killer DG clown lace het pied female. And if it hadn't been for the fact that male had pastel, that female never would have been a super pastel, right? It never would have had pastel, because that's where all the lineage even started for that female to happen. And you just think about like the value difference if we had hatched out a lace DG clown pied het exanthic versus a pastel lace DG clown pied het exanthic, right? Like,
big time.
Crazy. It's just crazy.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. And I think that sometimes too, when we talk to people and like make recommendations on what to buy, sometimes it's like you can buy animals at a discount, and like right now pastel's kind of that thing where it almost takes away a little bit of value. But that doesn't always mean it's the best decision, because there are repercussions for your actions. There's consequences.
Yeah. And I mean, it works in some things. Like that's the thing. Yeah. You just, whenever you're looking at a project, you just want to see what your future kind of goals look like, what you want to keep putting to it, and are the genes sitting in it right now? Do you want to kind of breed certain genes out, or are they going to enhance it?
Yeah, and I think what frustrates me so much with the hobby is like people get stuff in their mind of like, oh, pastel is bad. Pastel looks spectacular in zebra, in desert ghost. It looks absolutely spectacular. I love the way those animals look.
Every gene has a place.
It has a place, and in the same token, a pastel clown without something that bumps it up, whether that's lace or fire or desert ghost, they look like doo-doo. I mean, you're not going to convince me otherwise. I get it. But pastel does look good with other stuff. You know,
But you know what? Pastel Clown is a hatchling.
they look great. They do.
Man, that first killer clown.
Chef's kiss. Yeah. But like somebody just made a stranger. What was it? A stranger redhead monsoon clown. I think it was a clown. It's a very gene packed animal, but you know it's brown for the most part. You know, and you're just
stranger has that effect.
Exactly, and so it's like that to me. That just doesn't work.
Leopard brings pattern back to Stranger Monsoon.
Really interesting.
It's very interesting. It is very interesting.
You know, leopard and monsoon interact. Like even I hatched out some leopard double het monsoon pieds this season, and it's interesting, man. Like monsoon and leopard interact a lot together.
Yeah.
Even the hets, like there's a huge interaction. So that's
sometimes the visuals are almost too much.
Yeah, that's cool.
Honestly.
Yeah, that's cool. But that's an example where like Stranger's a good gene that people like, and it goes well in certain things. I don't think it goes well in monsoon. I think it actually takes away from monsoon. You know?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And that's just it's a time and a place, and that's where planning and thought comes so much into our industry. And I just wish more people would do that. But here we are.
If we could hit like an Xanthic DG, like leopard monsoon.
Yeah,
that could be like the true cookies and cream, man, because that would just be so crazy, black and white speckled, just insane looking.
Yeah, I missed on the Xanthic DG monsoon stuff, like to make the ingredients to make it this year. But I did get a bunch of DG monsoon pied stuff. And,
nice.
So, yeah, I think that's for me. I think that's going to look really good.
I was thoroughly impressed with the monsoon pieds.
Yeah.
Like I actually had low expectations.
Yeah.
And I was so happy.
I know. I thought
it was cool.
Yeah, I think a lot of people did, and you know, I had been pairing for it for a couple of years and just kept getting pooped on. And finally, I hit some odds this season. And I'm like, all right, I got 4 females. We're good. Like the project can now continue.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and then hopefully this year we'll make the ingredients for the quad with the DG Xanthic clown monsoon. So, it's
yeah, man.
Because you know, Canova definitely doesn't already have shots at it, but it's fun. It's okay.
Man,
I know.
If it makes you feel better, I've missed shots.
You know what? It doesn't make me feel better. It just brings joy. So yes, it makes me feel better. I'd like to see what Confusion does with Monsoon. Yeah, man, that's going to be interesting. I have no idea. I'm trying to think. Did we actually did pair a Monsoon male to a Confusion female last season, and she didn't go. So that obviously is not helpful to anyone.
But you know what? It was the thought that he tried.
It was the thought.
Just like the Monster Energy drink.
Exactly. It's the thought that counts, guys. I did get Lace Confusion Het Zebra stuff this year, and that looks cool.
Oh,
yeah, I think it's going to be interesting. I'm just trying.
I love the Lace Zebra stuff, so you know I'm all in there.
Dude, I hatched out some white lace zebras.
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, my phone's right here, so
yeah, I might be able to send you one. At least I need to caveat potential zebras. They look zebra to me. I need to get
boo.
Don't. It looks zebra.
Zebra's one of those ones though. Those heads can just.
I know. That's the one thing I'm worried. But I've hatched out lace zebras, and I hatched out some like white lace zebras, and like these ones look like this one, I should say. If it's not, it's the best expression I've ever seen from a het zebra.
Yeah.
So, we'll see. They're in the next round of shed testing we're going to send out. So, but yeah, I mean, I love lace so much. It's such a good gene. So
it is. It is fantastic.
You know, now, y'all have mixed mandarin into lace stuff, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's kind of the next thing, and now, we're probably gonna have a mandarin test pretty soon. So that's going to be.
That's exciting.
Yeah, it's gonna. I think in a similar way that lace pissed off a lot of people, I think mandarin's going to do the same for a little while. But I think it's necessary.
Can I get the official like Phenom Heartbreakers Club shirt?
Ah,
That's the shirt that needs made.
the Heartbreakers Club. I think so, man. I think so. You know what? Maybe, hold on.
Breaking and taking hearts one test at a time, my man.
Charlie, if you're still watching, I need you to add that to the Phenom group chat. We're gonna clip this right here, so I have it for Wednesday's meeting. We do like all hands on deck meeting every Wednesday to kind of talk about like direction and what we're gonna do. I think something like that would be fun to do, like a little merch line.
Yes.
That would be fun. That's a good idea, Chase. I like
Thank
that.
you. I'll cop another free T-shirt. I appreciate it.
You know what? I think I can make that happen. I know one of the owners. I think we can make this happen.
I know a guy.
I know a guy. We were in a meeting and they're talking about like merch and like what we're going to give out at the next show and things like that. And I was like, hey guys, I know we're kind of trying to figure out our plans, but how do y'all feel about lanyards? Can we give away free lanyards, please? No.
You know what? Lanyards in the color of those shirts would pop.
I know. That's exactly what I thought, man. I was like, oh, we're going to make some banger lanyards this year. So, guys, March Tinley. First off, March Tinley is going to be, I'm pretty sure that's the goal for like the official launch. And, guys, we're going to have some banger lanyards. Let me tell you, I am so excited about that.
Charlie, everyone's going to be very understanding when we tell them their snake isn't Mandarin. Clearly, everyone here is based in logic and not emotion.
Absolutely. Yes, Charlie understands. No one got upset at all about the lace test. It was fine.
No one ended up in their car crying to Creed after they read the test results.
I'm 6 feet from the edge and I'm thinking... it was so bad. Oh man, and it felt really bad, like having to, because people would be like, "Man, I hatched out these snakes and they're so bright. Like, how is it not like?" So I'm like, there is this granite gene that floats in the lace stuff, and that's what's just screwed everybody over, you know. And it's tough to explain to people that, and you can tell like they want to believe the test, but they also are like, I don't want to believe the test, you know.
Yeah.
And it's hard, and you're just like, guys, like, I know you've heard this before, but trust the science. That worked out well last time.
Buddy, don't have a white lab coat on when you say that.
And so it's just like, oh man, like, I know it hurts, but you know, if there's one thing I can confidently say, guys, like even with Mandarin, you know, we're about to run 400 validation samples on top of what we've already done, 400. We really want to make sure, you know, that test comes out and it's accurate. We don't want a situation it's already such a subtle morph that there's so much question to, and we know that like there's a lot of animals that, you know, were bought with a lot of value added because of the Mandarin, and you got to make sure it's actually there. So we are very sympathetic to it, and like, you know, as much as it is like a joke,
it's one of those things, right, guys, where if you don't laugh, you'll cry.
Exactly.
Kind of things,
no,
you know?
100% Chase. Like that's it. If you don't laugh, you're just gonna cry, and it's just like, and that's why we are so thorough on this stuff, and like why we take it so serious, and why if things are a little wonky, we talk about that. You know, we've talked about that with Monsoon. Monsoon is a biomarker test. We're all very open. You have to click the little box when you order it from us. Like, it's a whole thing. It's never missed on a negative. Like, it's never called, you know, a negative or positive, but it has called animals that are hets, you know, homozygous. And we've talked about that. And so that's things we're like, we just need to be open and honest about that stuff, right? And just be like, no, it hasn't, this is where it's at. And if we're going to put out a test like Lace or Mandarin and say, we're 100% confident in the results, you know, we got to have the data to back that up, you know, and that's kind of why it takes so long to put out some of these tests sometimes.
Yeah, Charlie's not going to let Patrick just go gung-ho on anything, you know.
No, smart man, right? I'm going on vacation for a month after the Mandarin release. Smart man, Charlie.
Everyone call Patrick.
Oh my God, no. No. Do not.
Can we get an old school complaints box at the show for you guys where people could put handwritten notes about how they really feel about you?
Yeah, and then it just has like a pile of little note cards next to it, which is like an auto response for me. Just, like,
how do we do?
Mine's just it'll be like from Patrick, and like as you pull the card out, it just says like, "Go deep throat a cactus." It's just like, okay, so Patrick's in charge of customer service again. This is gonna be good.
I always loved when Patrick was in charge of customer service.
Oh, it was the best of times. I knew that maybe I needed to be nicer to customers when Andre and I first merged, and he's like, "So I'm gonna deal with the customers, okay?" And I'm like, well, I'm okay with dealing with people. He's like,
Is that when you replied to emails saying, "Hey, buddy, it seems like you eat hot dogs for the shape"?
"Yeah, basically, yeah." That's. It turns out, not everyone appreciates those comments. I don't know why. It's funny. Jason, I just want to know if my pasta mandarins are or aren't.
Well, Jason,
Yeah,
soon enough.
Yeah, hopefully, Jason, assuming validation goes well and everything runs smooth from this point on, probably within the next month or two, we're going to have the test. Everything has been spot on to this point. It has not called any known negatives positive, and it hasn't missed on any positives that were like, oh, yeah, this is a definite positive. So, like, everything looks good. It's just now we got to really do the due diligence, and now it's it's the actual clinical trial, right? This is the actual time of like, okay, now we're gonna figure out what else going on here. So it's gonna be good, man. I'm excited about it.
I'm personally very excited. I think that's when we could actually get someone in the comments to be like, "Hey, you can give my results on air," and
yeah.
we can have a little fun with that and either celebrate or we all cry together.
Oh, so. Yeah, like we bring them on and we're like, all right.
Yes.
We're testing what you thought was a mandarin. Let's see how this
goes. Can you wear like a Maury sweater? Yes. And the test shows it's not.
The test shows you are not the father
of a mandarin. So you take that normal home.
Oh my God, we're gonna do a post-abortion. It's fine. Sir, I believe that's called murder.
Dear Lord, it's that escalated so fast. Are you Troy? You spent way too much time with Troy, and it shows. I just want you to know that.
32 aborted fetuses in the backyard.
Dear Lord. All right, no more Pokemon for a while.
Is that the line? Did we just find the line, guys?
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's clearly my mom was right. That Chimpokomon's going to ruin your brain.
Chimpokemon. That's so good. I love it. The Pikachu, it's a problem, You can't get past it. Charlie says he's going to blast my cell phone number on Instagram. Thanks. No, that's good. Thanks, Charlie. I appreciate that.
Well, as many calls as you get, I feel like it's happened already at some point.
It has. Yeah. The problem is, like, my phone number is on my Morph Market account, and the tens of people that see it, it's a problem. So it's good. All right, what else do we got, my man?
I think that's about it.
Yeah, I think we covered a lot tonight. It was a good night. It was fun.
All right, well, hey, Jason went ahead and volunteered to be the first on air.
Okay. You know what? All right, man. We can probably make that happen. I don't mind. I don't mind bringing you on for some sadness and sorrow or pure jubilation. And maybe if by the time this happens, if the marketing team at Phenome thinks it's a good idea, maybe we have some heartbreaker memorabilia we can do.
That'd be so great.
Yeah, that's. I think we need to talk about that. I think that could be fun, just to kind of.
I'm already working on a visual in my head, so I'm here to help.
No, that's good. I think maybe that's something you can kind of like we talked about earlier. If you're not laughing, you're crying, right? Like sometimes the bad odds just suck, and it is what it is.
Yeah.
And we try and fix it and make it work and do better. But if you're not laughing, you're crying. That's for sure right now. So.
And that's not and guys, like that's not just with snakes you buy. Like that is snakes you're hatching, and you're like, oh, this has to test positive. Like I need this, and then we don't get the results we want. So.
Yeah, far more than I would like.
Yes,
far more than I would like. So. Awesome. All right, guys. So next week is episode 100. Please come back for.
I'm stoked, man.
Spectacular time, and it's gonna be a party.
I can't believe it's episode 100. That's crazy.
I know it is kind of weird. It happened fast, and then the week after that, if we do a Thanksgiving episode, I believe Ashley's coming on. I think those were the.
That will be very fun.
Yeah, so that's going to be a good time.
Ashley always has the best energy.
Oh, my God. So much energy, guys. So much energy. So, All right, friends. Chase, best way for people to get a hold of you.
JKRMGR on Instagram, Canova everywhere else. Patrick.
Yeah, guys, Aura Reptiles everywhere, and then hello@phenome.com if you want to talk about genetic testing. With all that being said, thank y'all so much. We love you, and we will see y'all for episode 100.
Thank you, guys.
Next week. Bye.
100.